Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is this makeup look. It's a very bronzy, blown out makeup look. I really like it. I just kind of sat down and just went with it, and whatever happened, and I really like the way it turned out. So if y'all want to learn how to do this look, just keep watching and let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, off camera, I decided to prime my skin with the e.l.f. poreless putty primer, and then I went in with the Colourpop Pretty Fresh hyaluronic acid tinted moisturizer in the shade Light 6W, and then I just kind of warmed that up in between my hands and put it all over my face. I found that this is just easier, and the sponge that I go in with afterwards doesn't pick up as much product that would have been picked up if I just put it onto the sponge and then straight onto my face. So I do that, and I just make sure everything is bounced into the skin nice and smooth. And then I still had some redness peeking through, so I went in with a Bareminerals Performance Wear liquid foundation just to kind of build up that coverage, and it was the perfect shade match, and it created just this really nice base. And for concealer, I went in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer. I just did it on my nose, on my forehead, on my chin, around my nose, and underneath my eyes. And I just bounced that into my skin until I felt like it was melted in nicely and looked pretty. And to set underneath the eyes, I went in with the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder, and it created this really pretty bright under eye and gave me the perfect base for what was coming next, which would be the eyeshadow. And then to set all over my face, I used the CoverGirl Trublend in Translucent Fair all over my face. And this just makes everything not sticky, so that whenever I put on my blush and my bronzer, it doesn't skip over and look really choppy. And then for my brows, I just went in with the NYX Tame Frame Tinted Brow Pomade in the shade Brunette, and I just filled in the bald spots. I really hate doing my eyebrows. I feel like I can never make them look very good, so I just did one and then skipped over the next one so that y'all didn't have to suffer through an eyebrow routine. And then to set the brows, I just used a NYX Control Freak Brow Gel in clear. And I went over that and made sure that they had enough of the brow gel through them, and then I just grabbed my spoolie and put them into place. And for the eyes, I went in with a fluffy blending brush, and I went in with my Colourpop Going Coconuts palette, and I used Lovely Bunch for my transition shade. And then I went in to create a deeper crease with the color Nutty mixed with the Lovely Bunch. And on this, most of what I did was blending. I just made sure I blended it out. There were no sharp edges, and I wanted it to be a little bit more blown out. So the more I blended it, the better it looked. And right here, as I deepen up that inner corner and the crease, I take a more precise brush and pack on that color, and then I went back in with the first brush that I used, grabbed some Lovely Bunch color, and I just blended it out. And I did have a little bit of a sharp line for a little while, but the more I blended it, the better it looked. So when in doubt, blend it out. So before I finished my eye look, I went in with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer and bronzed up the face. And right here, I kind of do a little bit of a nose contour. I don't do the typical traditional nose contour where they go in with a cream product and blend it out on their nose. What I basically do, and this is a trick that I learned from Nikki tutorials like a long time ago, is I grab the bronzer and put it all over my nose, just kind of like make it look like I have a dirty nose basically. And then I go in with the face powder that I went in with, the translucent powder, and I go along the edges along the sides of my nose and down the middle, and it buffs out enough color to make it look like there is a contoured nose. And I really like this technique. I think y'all should try it if y'all get the chance. It just creates a nice natural contoured nose. And right here I go in with my blush, is the Milani Dulce Pink Baked powder blush. It's got the perfect color and it's got a nice sheen on it, and I love the way it looks. I think this is the blush that I've been using most days, so it is just, it's perfect. I love it. For my lower lash line, I take the color, the Lovely Bunch, and I put that on a nice precision, densely packed brush, and I bring that color about 3/4 of the way into my eye, and then I take the color Nutty on that same brush and bring it about halfway in on my under eye. And after I am done blowing that out, I go in with a brush on the color Coco Crush in that same palette from Colourpop, and I ended up actually using my finger to pack on more color, and it gave that pop that I was looking for. I then use an eyeliner from Beauty Concepts. It is the Pretty Matte About You matte eyeliner, and I really like this. It's actually, I was afraid that it was gonna burn my lash line because that's usually what happens when I try a new eyeliner, and I am not an eyeliner gal. I always tend to mess up on it, so this was just, I felt fancy and decided to go with it. I then begin to highlight my inner corner and on my brow bone and then on my face. And I just used the highlighter from the Bronze and Glow palette from I Heart Revolution. I think it gives the perfect natural, not super crazy glow, but it's just perfect for what I'm comfortable with. And before I put on any mascara, I did the Morphe Jeffree Star Set and Refresh Mist to start setting my base. I then do my lashes. I put on mascara from Essence. It's the Lash Princess mascara that everyone loves so much. And then I put on some Kiss lashes. And I skipped through it because it took so long to get the length right. And it was just super boring to watch on the video. So I don't want to put up boring content. And for my lips, I went in with an Essence Soft Contouring Lip Liner in the shade Under My Skin. And I went over my lips and just made sure that they were even and that the color was consistent with what I wanted. And then I went in with a Revlon lipstick called Rose and Shine. And I did get a little bit of lipstick on my teeth when I went in the first go around. And then I just set my face completely, and that was the finished look. And I hope y'all liked this look. I really enjoyed making this video for y'all, and I will see you next time. Bye.